I want to go break this. I want to go break this down. Break it down! Alright. Don't trip on anything. Don't slip on the floor. We're going in here. I'm gonna have my own fixer-upper show someday! And it's gonna go with something like this. Did you get it? Truth. Did you get that? Perfect!
Oh wait, reset!
All it took was one good hit. Good morning. I'm in Hammond, Louisiana, and we're here because there was the flooding that happened in Louisiana, and so we all came to help people get to where they need to be. There's a ton of work, there's a ton of people here, a ton of supplies. You can see all the tents behind me. It's a pretty amazing experience to come and see what really matters, and it kind of helps you get a little perspective on what's important in life. As you'll see, everybody's things are ruined and destroyed from the water, and so you throw it all out and it all gets taken to the garbage, and you say, okay, well, all this stuff doesn't really matter that much and it could all be replaced. Welcome to our first job today. I have a little bit of fun that I'm going to be having back there in just a few minutes in the bathroom with a little sledgehammer. What this reminds me of is Demo Day on Fixer Upper. If you've ever seen that show before, Fixer Upper, reminds me of Demo Day, because you just got to come in and just destroy everything. And there's a dog. This is what we've been doing, pulling nails, taking out very smelly stuff, taking out appliances. It's been just joyous, hasn't it, friends? And we have to stop and take water breaks every hour so we don't get dehydrated. Everybody put your mask on for anonymity.
It was pretty rough. We've been rubbing Vicks Vapor Rub on our nostrils for the smell.
Everybody except the bishop, who's been putting gobs in his nose. This is what's known as, what's it called? What's the show? Real Life or something?
Real TV?
On TV, real life?
This is the reality.
Reality life of Luke and Barber?
I want to go break this. I want to go break this down. Break it down! Alright. Don't trip on anything. Don't slip on the floor. We're going in here. I'm gonna have my own fixer-upper show someday! And it's gonna go with something like this. Did you get it? Truth. Did you get that? Perfect!
Oh wait, reset!
All it took was one good hit. Down. See? Ow, my finger! Control! Control! Not control. Control. And so it goes. The bane of my existence is the fact that I always hurt myself in dumb ways. We were just inside, we're just about finished. I had a sledgehammer, and it's not what you're thinking. I didn't smash my foot, I didn't smash my finger. I was trying to knock a corner bead. If you know what a corner bead is, it's the piece, so when you put sheetrock together on a corner, you put the corner bead over top, and then you tape it and you put mud on it and you paint over it. This super sharp corner bead was sticking out, and I went to hit it with the sledgehammer and just ran my finger right in line with the corner bead and just totally sliced my finger. Nothing cool, not like, you know, I saved somebody from a burning building or anything like that, just something really stupid. We're just about finished here at this house, and I wanted to go through and show you how much work it actually is and how much sympathy you should have for anybody who ever has this happen in their life. How many people do we have here? We've had about 8 people here working on this house all day long, and the guy who lives here had already done a lot of the work himself anyway. So this is the corner. This is the corner that will live in infamy. There's a little corner piece sticking off right there, and I was trying to knock it off with the sledgehammer and totally sliced my finger open. This is a pretty good sized house. I think it's a 4-bed, 3-bathroom house. There's a humongous kitchen. We started back here. The interesting thing about this house is that the guy who lives here had this happen in March of this year. Here it is August, And it just happened to him again. So it's happened to him twice in a year. And you can tell because he was just finishing up the painting. When we came in here, we started in this room, and there was sheetrock all over the floor, but it was brand new big pieces of sheetrock, and I was thinking to myself, what are all these pieces of sheetrock doing here? It's because he still hadn't finished this room yet. We still had to come and gut it again. So what happens is when the water comes in here, it gets all in the sheetrock and completely makes everything mold and all of the insulation behind it. So we come in and we cut just above the water line. So the water line, the guy who lives here, he's quite a bit shorter than me, but he said the water was up to his chest. It's about up to my elbow. So I'm 6 feet tall, and I mean, it was pretty high. It's almost up to my stomach. So he cleared out all the floor. He had carpet and padding, and here's the bathroom where I was working earlier, enjoying my sledgehammer time. We have to pull everything out. All the appliances we pulled out already. We pulled out all the cabinets. There's the other bathroom. This is where the one tub was. This is where another tub was. The house looks totally different. It's so wild. It is a ton of work. And then on top of that, back here, he had this humongous bathtub that we had to pull out. Took out all the cabinets. There's a big cabinet right here. Sinks, toilets. All of it just gets destroyed and molded by the water, especially here in the south. The humidity's really bad.
My sledgehammer survived.
Did your sledgehammer survive?
Look, it got beat up.
Did it get some blood on it?
It got beat up, but I don't see any blood. I see
is-
some, maybe some feathers, skin.
Dang
No?
it.
It was a good sledgehammer.
Kyle will be glad that we didn't destroy another one.
It's ready for cop. He's the next.
He's the next test. So I wanted to come out here and show you this tub because this thing is cast iron. I've never seen it before. All I've ever seen is fiberglass tubs. That's all I've seen. So if you look at this thing, it is solid steel. We pulled out all the appliances as well. That fridge was a little heavy. And another wonderful thing was the washer. The washer had been filled up with water and the water was just in there for days. So when we unplugged it, all this water just came out and it stunk so bad. How heavy do you think that tub was? How heavy do you think that tub was?
Probably 300 or 400 pounds.
Okay, we were.
And cast iron. You thought it was cast iron, right?
He let me in, but he almost didn't let me.
We had to pull a fireplace out. And so what they'll do, because as you can see, there's all this mold that gets all over the wood. And so they come in with a chemical and they treat it, they spray it all down. It's like not Clorox, it's a special chemical that kills all of the mold so that they can then put more sheetrock and, flooring and all of that down. 2 times in 1 year, this guy told us, he said, if this happens again, he said, I'm gonna gut this house and I'm gonna put it up on the market for sale and sell it and move. I wanted to say to him, why wouldn't you just move to a city or a town that's a little bit further away from these flood areas? But he may be a diehard fan of living in the city he lives in. The funny part about this is everybody probably thinks that I hurt my thumb on purpose just so that I could sit here and film and have an excuse not to work. The fact of the matter is we're pretty much done. So that's not the case. The last thing I wanted to show you is my blood trail. My blood trail that I'm leaving for this family. There's some blood drops, and there's some more blood drops, and there's some more blood drops.